Yo, Gouda, is this fucking mic on? Man, welcome to the GINN podcast. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Welcome to the GINN podcast. We are rolling, guys, but if you're tuning in right now, this is the GINN podcast. I think this is episode 60. Man, this obviously we're rolling already. So this I first want to just give just let people know she doesn't have COVID.
No, she doesn't.
Disclaimer: her voice, I guess, is out.
Decided not to work.
Decided not to work. So
I also don't smoke cigarettes or Juuls or vape.
I'm gonna put captions so you can understand what she's saying right now.
Yeah, but I don't like nicotine, so I don't do that.
But this is this is Jenyl. This is pronounce your name. I know how to say it,
Kierra.
but Kierra. Okay.
It's okay,
I was gonna say like Mexican, but with like
Kierra?
Yeah, like that.
It's okay. We are half Mexican, so Mexican.
And my real name is Jenyl.
her real name's Jenyl.
It's not Jenyl.
It's not Jenyl.
Excuse me?
It's
I
Jenyl.
made it up in 3rd grade. I did because I hated that name. So
Spell it for me.
Jenyl.
No. You're the other name.
Jenyl. That's how you spell it.
Oh, that's how you say it.
That's how you pronounce it. It's Jenyl.
or Jenyl.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like
Yeah, but
hymen, but like the Jamie, like
Yeah.
with the way
yeah,
it's
but I don't know what my
just-
mom was thinking, making her roll
Jenyl.
Mexican.
Yeah, she calls it that sometimes. But then
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. Sometimes she'll say Jenyl.
Oh,
So,
yes, but she never say Jenyl.
Yeah, she don't say Jenyl. And that's when I was little, she did. But then
So you're
in 3rd grade, I said.
You sound so awful.
In 3rd grade, I was like, my name is Jenyl.
no, we're gonna roll with it. This is funny.
And ever since then, I call my name Jenyl.
Oh, I do have something to tell you. I want to
Oh yeah.
express the elephant that's in the room that's been clouding my days. This is episode 60.
Episode 60.
What took you so long to have us in your studio?
You
know, I just feel like,
Yeah, fuck with that.
no, this
we
is
saw you getting it great. Got your friends in, and I guess our invitation got lost, but it's okay. Even number 60.
No, you forgot to send it.
You forgot to send the DM. You forgot to send it. It's fine though. I just thought I'd give you the floor on your own podcast to explain.
no. So this is the thing with y'all is because I'm a full supporter of y'all's podcast, and I watch a lot of y'all's things, and it's I don't have an explanation.
You hyped us up. You hyped us up. You're beautiful, amazing, fantastic, but you're just not my type.
You're not my type. What is it? Is that demographic?
Demographic.
No.
We're filler. We're filler episode. I'm just.
See, I
No,
couldn't have anybody else
I mean-
coming today, so it's
But y'all here though. Y'all,
No, it's
y'all-
amazing. It's a great studio. It's really nice.
really nice.
It's better than our
Yeah.
studio. So
Y'all are so funny. Y'all are probably one of the few people that actually,
Make you laugh.
yeah, that can make me laugh. Like just
Oh, it's nice.
like
that's so
of
sweet.
not a lot of people can do that other than like my close friends. But y'all are someone that I can go on to social media and see the stuff that y'all post, and I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Like even
Are
the
you
stuff.
laughing at us? Or with us?
We'll take the view.
Either way.
We'll take the view. Laugh. We always were told like we should have a reality show, like all the time, because all
Yeah.
5 of us are very like that.
We're
But I
very
do
different,
feel
too.
we'd be canceled a lot.
Yeah, we don't.
I think we'd be canceled a lot.
Why is that?
Because
We say a lot of.
we say a lot of stupid shit. Yeah, we say a lot
that
of
would be
stuff that are not.
cancelable, but like,
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. What's something that?
Well, we
No,
keep it
but-
professional. I cut everything. Look, we're trying to make it in this
Yeah,
world,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't want to be torn down as we're getting
Or
started.
like when people get famous and then they start like bringing old shit up.
we
and
don't
then-
want old shit to be brought up.
She has cut so many things out that I've said because I forget. I feel like we're just talking, so I
Yeah.
forget we're like recording.
And not everybody's humor is the same as ours, or
Agrees.
or agrees, but
Or things were being like too blunt. Or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mean
there's-
or something.
I always told like you can say what you say, but there's a certain way to say it, of
Yeah.
how to say it.
Yeah,
Depending on who you're talking to, you have to kind of like, you can still say what you want to mean because you can have your own opinion, but like you have to like say it in a way that's better for them. And we just...
Our family doesn't know how to do
No, it'd be like, it'll go over, take the lumberjack shirt off. No offense. But like...
I like your shirt.
No, I'm not saying it's
kidding.
ugly. But it's just saying,
But
like...
instead of saying,
Hey, like that shirt's not my style.
Like, hey, bro, take that shit off.
Do you think people are too sensitive nowadays?
I don't know, because people are always like, there's no such thing as being too sensitive.
Yeah.
But then I feel like some people, it's like, you are too sensitive. Because it's like, if someone's like, hey, that's the wrong answer, they get all sad about it. It's like 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Why are you getting sad because you put 6? Like stuff like that. But I don't know.
I think we have gotten a little too. I'm not saying, like you said, it's not everybody's too sensitive. I think people just take it to heart. I don't know if that's the same thing. Like,
yeah, or I think they use that as an excuse sometimes to like make a statement or something.
Because they're embarrassed instead of just taking it.
Everything has to be a statement nowadays. It's kind of stupid.
That's true. Everything.
Would y'all consider yourselves sensitive people? Or are y'all pretty like lenient when it comes to people? Like
No,
I'm not too sure if like people have like talked about you or said anything.
Not really. I think I'm not.
They're all
like,
lies.
I was just going to say, like, other people telling me something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. But like coming from like my family, it's a little more personal. Out of the 5 of us, I'm the more sensitive one for sure.
For sure, she is. But like, it's more truth. We know that we're telling the truth. Other people.
But this is what we're saying. How you don't know how to say it in a certain way to a certain person.
Got you.
You're telling me the truth, but you don't have to say it that way. Because I'm more sensitive out of the 5 of us. And I'm okay with that.
So when we say things like we don't think we're being rude, but then when somebody from the outside is in our house and they hear how we talk, they're like, why did you say that?
They're like, that was mean. It's like, no, it wasn't. Your
like,
shoes didn't match. Like,
no, it's not.
You don't go change. Your shoes didn't match. Like, I'm sorry.
Or like, I don't know. I guess we're just all.
Like I said, from other people, like I can care less. Like
Yeah.
if you're calling me like, oh, you call me fat, you call me ugly, I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care because your opinion doesn't really mean anything to me.
Mine are just all lies.
She's just perfect with her raspy ass voice.
I know. I was like, I don't care because what are they gonna say about me?
You got a raspy
You got a
voice.
raspy.
It's
Bitch
true.
smokes cigarettes.
I do not smoke cigarettes. But they're gonna just call you broke, ugly, stupid,
But I'm not.
uneducated, but I'm not.
I'm not.
So it's like, what else can you say?
Damn, someone's called you broke before?
I mean, I am. But who hasn't been broken? Like, who hasn't struggled? I'm not saying, you know, people have been like, ew, like, you're broke. Because I, like, moved home with my parents.
Broke, but, like, it's just, like, people say when you're broke, I don't know what people mean by broke.
Because there's 2 different types of
broke
things.
to me would be like broke was like you're homeless.
Yeah.
No money. But it's like you work, you're
struggling a little bit.
You live at home, you're not broke. You just need help.
So I got a question for you because you brought it up. You are living at home with your parents.
Yes.
So obviously there's like this like
she's choosing to
no
because she needs to get the fuck out. But she's just like, well, I'm waiting for like the right apartment, and I'm like, Kierra, you know exactly where you want to live. Get out. But she's like, I just like being home with my family. You know.
No, it's true. I do need to get out because it's to the point where it's like you're right. Like there's a time where like I'm not gonna say my age because that's gonna probably put more.
We just did an episode on it.
Oh yeah. Go plug myself. Go listen to the Decent
Yeah,
podcast.
27.
Bitch, I was supposed to give him a surprise. Living out. What's the question? I'm so sorry.
No, just living at home and being the age that you are.
Oh, I don't think anything's wrong with it because I'm blessed enough to be able to go home. Like there's some people who are really struggling, like getting evicted, which I have been, but that was my own spoiledness.
She didn't know how to pay rent.
Yes, okay, listen, yes, I didn't know how to pay rent.
She got evicted because she didn't know how to pay rent.
How long ago was this?
Oh, I was in college.
like
I was like 19 because I had a scholarship. So ROTC, and like they paid for everything, so I would get like a refund check, and I would go to my parents' house, and my dad would just pay the rent. Like he would I didn't even know, like there was like a portal. My dad would just do it, and he would pay it in months in advance because I got like $5,000 back. And then I got out of ROTC, which means no refund check, and I was just chilling, living life.
She didn't tell her parents.
I told dad I was quitting, but again, it was just the naiveness of it. And then I came to my apartment, I saw a little orange slip, and I thought it was my Rob Kardashian socks that I ordered. And I was like, finally, my socks came in.
She never got those, by the way.
No, I didn't, Rob Kardashian. And then it says you have 30-day notice. And I was like, Dad, what does this mean? And he was like, you didn't pay? And I was like, pay what? And he had to call the office. It all got worked out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I got evicted because I didn't know I was supposed to pay rent.
Bottom line, get out.
Right? I'm getting evicted out of my own parents' house.
No, I've always said that if my mom wasn't, because me and my mom's relationship is different, but I think if my mom wasn't so annoying sometimes, that I would still probably live at home.
Oh, I mean, my family's different.
I'm living at home because I'm finishing school. Ew.
Not annoying, but she's
so
just.
bad.
No, I completely get it because you're like, get
It's
your
a
own
lot.
ways.
Yeah.
Everybody's now adults, so everyone has their own opinions. Everybody's
And you don't like rely on your mom anymore, so you're like
Yeah.
just kind of there.
yeah, but it's nice.
But the only reason why I would want to still live with my mom is because our relationship with my brothers and sisters is kind of like this too, like very, very outgoing. So
Yeah.
I think if everybody was still at home, me and my brothers and sisters, that we would probably just get in so much like trouble. We just do dumb shit. Because
How many do you have?
I have an older brother and 2 older sisters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
youngest.
I think we
Yeah, I'm the
got
youngest.
closer to
Yeah, yeah.
being back home together. Because when I moved out, we were all doing our own thing. And then when we moved home, we have no choice. Well, actually, no. Carissa doesn't talk to us. Our younger sister likes to seclude herself in her
No,
room.
she has a meter.
Yeah, she's like, oh, well,
My social meter's out.
my social
So I
meter's
just
out.
go
and Go
upstairs.
upstairs.
Oh, what?
Social meter.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like if it gets too high, like I'm.
She's like,
She's
all right,
like,
Yeah,
guys.
okay,
I'm
okay.
socializing.
She's like, all right, I did my socializing for the night. I'm going to go upstairs.
Or she'll be like this. 8 o'clock, gotta go.
Yeah, and then we'll go in her room just to kiki it up. And then she's like, like, why are you in
She's
here?
very self-aware of her.
Oh, she's really
That's
to
a-
herself. She's
That's hilarious.
She'll like lay in her bed like this.
Literally, and like me and Jenyl, like I said, we talk all the time. Like we'll go from the home to the phone on the way. Like we talk probably way too much, but it's fine because we never run out of stuff to talk about. And then we're always like,
I know, but like, what do we even talk about? I don't know. But we never run out.
we never run out.
Yeah.
Is that why y'all do y'all's podcast? Because it's so fluent between each other?
Yeah.
That's why I forget. She has to cut so much out.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
cut because
I
like
just talk.
because you know when you're bantering with your family, you know it's a little different than like you know other stuff. So I would
I know,
have
I
to
was
sit
like,
there and cut. And then some stuff
yeah.
I'm like I want to cut out. I don't want to cut out because it's actually funny, but it's like ooh,
Can't say that.
like we can't say that.
But what's the? Are you just thinking about the effects that if you do put it out, that something's gonna
Like,
just
I
the
know,
cancel?
Yeah,
the being
because-
canceled?
it'll be like not the popular opinion or like it's said
Yeah.
incorrectly or something.
Yeah, because like I said, there's nothing worse when like you're rising up and then something from your past pops up. That's why I don't tweet nothing bad. I don't like nothing bad. I'll think it in my head and tell her about it
Yeah.
or my
Don't tweet
sister.
anything.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, pull them up. I don't give a fuck. Because I said it, so I meant it.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, if we ever get to the point where we do live shows,
Oh my god, I don't know how we're gonna do
I'm
that.
gonna be screwed.
I don't know how we're gonna do that with a live show because we're always just like,
Because we can't be like, hey, everybody forget everything I just
we didn't mean that.
I think that's why comedians have like no cameras or like no, you can't take pictures, you can't record like whenever they do their shows. Well, I mean, this is a little different, but yeah, it's just because I mean they say offensive ass shit sometimes. Whereas, I mean, but I think they just don't care when it comes to.
It's like their spiel almost.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with it because I'm at the point where, yeah,
We
we
just
just talked about
Yeah.
we're talking about the Dave Chappelle thing.
okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so and I was like, I said, I'm more on the side where like I like dark humor most of the time.
I don't.
And she doesn't like dark
Yeah.
humor, like because I can understand the like I get it. It's some stuff, serious stuff, but
Yeah.
like you know, we were just literally talking about
That's
this
so weird. We
last
just talked
night
about it last night.
about how comedians get away with some stuff because it's like comedy, and it's just
But I was just like, you could have other stuff to talk about. Like, how is rape funny? How is school shootings funny? Like, that's not funny. And it's triggering for people. So I'm like, you could talk
no,
about
and that's what I would
everything
tell her.
else.
But I
Yeah.
was like, but when you're going to like that type of show that you know ahead of time they're doing
Yeah.
dark comedy, which I get. Like I said, people that were in the call of mine probably wouldn't think it's funny, you know. So nothing's funny until you
Yeah.
experience it. But like I said,
I mean, I haven't experienced that. And I don't think that's funny. Like, I'm like, how is kids dying funny?
Yeah.
Like, that's not funny. Like, and I get like, that's comedians' like excuse. It's like, oh, we're trying to make light of the situation. But it's like, there's some things you just don't need to talk
You
about.
sound like a whole different person. Like when you're talking, it's like
Do I look like I don't talk like
you
this?
don't talk like because I know how you
What
talk.
would I
Like,
look like?
no,
Like a hipster with bangs?
no,
That's what I feel like raspy voices are.
What's going on here?
no. And she was
I'm just
talking,
kidding.
and I was listening to her, but I was just like, you don't sound like you.
Yeah.
Like, are you like a environmentalist? Like, are you a activist? Is what I'm getting the vibes from. Because
I
like,
see that,
you know
I
what
see
I mean? Like, it was
I
like,
was out protesting all that.
Where's your pitchfork?
See, that's why I'm
You're wearing
50-50.
green.
It's because I enjoy the dark humor. Like sometimes there'll be like sad TikToks sad like videos on TikTok, and I go to the comment section and it's like
Dude.
people making fun of it, but it's
The comment section
I kind of
on
laugh,
TikTok.
but then the video's sad. I'm just like, fuck, this is so funny. Like
I saw this comment saying I have to fight myself into heaven every time I open this app. Because there's some, like you said, there's some videos that are sad or like, dang, that wasn't meant to be funny. And then you read the comments and you're like, fuck, that's a funny ass comment. But you're like, you're not supposed to laugh at this because it's like, you know, somebody like a little person or something. And it's like, you know, I get it sucks. It's a very thin line.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a line.
As long as you're not malicious, I feel.
There's like a line to cross. And it's like, just don't cross it.
So it's my whole thing is just it's the funny part, but then it's kind of like the freedom of speech
It's
thing.
like below.
For like Dave Chappelle is like obviously he's a comedian. I think everybody should have the freedom of speech, but the sensitive part is, I mean, you got to have a heart. You know what I'm saying? There's tough shit out there that people go through. So when you kind of crossing that line and trying to talk about situations that you probably personally have never been through, it's just. Fuck, there's people out there that can really relate and just like, you're basically
there's like other stuff to talk about that can be funny.
That's what makes
dark humor is not funny.
Dark humor.
So you don't agree with dark humor?
I love dark humor.
I think there's a line.
Yeah.
And it's like race could be like dark humor, but it's like calling someone the N-word. How is that funny? And him being black is like,
let's lighten up the situation.
I'm just saying, because it's like, and Dave Chappelle's black, so like he can make jokes about it, be funny, but it's like, you don't see any other race like saying that, but it's his card, like, well, I'm black. Like, I can say it, but it's like.
I also think you just don't like Dave Chappelle, too.
But I mean, I don't think he's the funniest person, but I think he's.
Do you think Dave Chappelle's funny? I think he's so funny.
I haven't seen what the
one they're talking about.
Yeah, the comedy special that he has on Netflix, but I've seen the like tweets and the whole like trying to cancel him and just saying like just about I think it's like the gay community.
He gets canceled like every week.
Yeah, but I think regardless of whatever he says, I think he's just like he has true fans that really don't care whatever he says. So whether he's trying to cancel him or not, I doubt it's really gonna happen.
No, I think
he'll never be canceled.
Yeah,
that's like his dark humor. Like that's his thing. That's why I got famous. Yeah. Sometimes it's too far. A little too far. Like,
I feel like as long as he can hold accountability, be like, yeah, that was a little far, guys. Sorry. I think it'll be.
See, he does apologize. He's like, all right, that was a little too much or whatever.
Because he hears the crowd and they go like, oh, and he's like, was that too much? My bad, guys. And then makes a joke out of it being too bad. You know, that's what makes him good, though. He's able to like
understand he's not trying to be mean, but like, you know.
I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle show was funny.
Speaking of y'all's podcast, how's that been for y'all?
Good.
I think we're.
I know we were talking about earlier. Like, I mean, the only thing you did buy was the ring light, but
we're getting better.
Yeah.
There was a little dry spell where we like weren't taking it as seriously. We were just kind of like throwing, like, kind of just doing whatever, you know. And I think everyone kind of goes through that a little bit, like a little plateau, and they're like, okay, now we're like, we really want to do this. We're getting actual positive feedback from people we don't know, and that kind of like fueled our fire again. We got some followers from New York. Hey,
I saw that.
So that's amazing.
I know. I forgot all the stickers.
I know this bitch. I gave her. Which I'm gonna give you one. Should I do it on camera?
Oh, a sticker? Yeah.
We have some cute little podcast stickers.
I know we did get a couple from New York.
We got from New York because we changed up our thing.
We're like, scan it.
Scan the barcode. Oh my god! But yeah, and
cool.
I gave her the stickers. So
she
like,
chose the wrong color for the word podcast.
I did. I didn't. Yeah,
I know why she chose that.
It was just. It was. We were rushed. We were going to New York, and so I like drop those things everywhere. When I'm at when I'm at a restaurant, I'm signing the check. I put it there.
You put them in Target.
I put it in Target. Yeah, I'm gonna actually redo it because they're different stickers now.
This is cool.
And so I'm like, put it around everywhere, and then
put it on a lot of like the sidewalk things, the restaurants. We went to the NBC studios. I left it in the bathroom there. I was like, you never know, it's gonna go in there. Maybe it's Jimmy Kimmel.
But yeah, we were starting to like, because we were starting to get like positive feedback. So we're like, okay, people like us.
Yeah,
we just gotta be better.
It's our fault.
Yeah, literally, the reason we're not great is our own fault, to be honest. Because we could probably do a lot better, spend more money, more investing in it, more. You know.
See, we see it as like a hobby, but we need to see it more as a career.
Yeah, and that's what the thing is. Because if it was a hobby, like
whatever.
What kind of gets you out of that rut? like for both of y'all? Just the positive
It
feedback?
was the positive feedback, and then
From like randoms.
from random people, yeah, because like everyone that knows us personally knows like, oh my god, y'all should be doing this. But when we hear like random people here and like we love y'all's dynamic and how y'all are, and like I said, we're just still trying to figure out how to. Actually, no, we know what to do. We need to start filming our stuff. We're a lot more funnier on like we're funny on our podcast, but like our mannerisms, like people can't. Like right now, I'm talking with my hands.
Yeah.
And people can't do that, and I feel like
faces.
yeah, and like we're figuring out how to do like the reels and the TikTok. Like people want to see more. People don't really listen. People prefer a visual.
Yeah.
And that's I think we just need to be better on it. But yeah, pretty much like hearing people tell us like, oh my god, I like this. Like I laugh with y'all in the car, and just follow us.
plug. No, it's different when like I tweeted this the other day. That whenever you're making content and like the views are not there or the shares, the follows, I mean, whatever, when it comes to social media, just post it. I mean, there's people out there that are watching regardless of the interaction. I quoted that tweet and I said that last week for the second week in a row, there was 3 people each week that messaged me just saying like, just supporting, just saying, hey, I love the content. I love what you're doing for San Antonio. Whatever. And I mean, they don't even like or share my content. They see it. So it's just, either people are watching. That's kind of my whole message is whether if you believe it or not, like people are really watching. And then people like to see what you're doing. Like, that's why vlogs are so huge because people like watching other people's lives.
I love vlogs. I need to start back on my vlogs.
Yeah, I used to vlog back in the day.
Yeah, I used to vlog like all the time as well. And luckily, my subscribers are still there. I'm still like at 302.
Oh yeah.
So
that's more than me.
So
yeah,
I know she didn't have a little like.
I was doing well, and I randomly got comments on like my very first one that's at like 1,500 views now, which is lovely. You know, and it's
she just like stopped.
Yeah, well, I know why I stopped. I didn't. It's a whole situation, and now I could be doing it because like I have more free time to vlog, and I have more money now to vlog and do the fun stuff. Yeah. Again, I'm just the reason I'm not succeeding.
You are your worst enemy.
I am my own worst.
How do y'all come up with content? Like, how do y'all come up with like questions and stuff?
We sometimes 5 minutes before
our meetings have stopped.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true. We
feel like that's sometimes our best
video. Yeah, we tried to have like a whole outline. Now we're just like we're gonna talk about movies and let's just do our natural selves. Like
because when we get too like scripted, those were our least listened to. But when we were just talking, those are like the highest ones we always get.
Yeah. So before, like we tried to get like an idea, like okay, let's stick to rom-com or something.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go off. I've been trying to figure out. Like I want to start recording our car conversations because like we're so funny. Like we've been cracking ourselves up, and I'm like, why don't we have
a mic? Are we
really
funny, or are we just laugh?
No. We actually have a joke. Like Janelle and I, like I said, we talk all the time, as you can tell, and we're always the only people talking in the stores.
We are.
We're the only ones talking in the stores.
We noticed that.
Like Target or something?
Yeah, we'll be talking at Home Goods.
Oh, okay.
We're just laughing so much. We're like, do we need to calm down?
We're like the only ones talking. Even when people are like in groups, they're just silently shopping. And we're just talking the whole time. In line, like at Forever 21, it was like dead silent. Me and Kierra the only ones talking. We're like, and I started to notice it. And when we went shopping like a whole day, I was like, Kierra, do you notice we're the only people talking in the store like all the time?
But people kind of join in our conversation sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
And I'll be plugging my podcast. I'm always like, you listen to podcasts? Well, here you go.
The guys at the counter.
Oh, at the counter, I'm always talking.
Yeah.
And like, again, just talking our normal conversations, and they'll join in and like laugh with us. I'm like, oh, you like that?
Oh, they'll be like,
well, here's the podcast for you.
I got more.
No, they'll be like, oh, we hate Demi Lovato too. And we're like, oh, let me tell you. And then we'll just like talk to them, and it's just like, I don't know, but I don't know why we talk so much. This is what happens.
So much. But that's where our back to your question.
To sum it up, we just kind of
we just go with the flow, and I feel like that's the best.
We have
way.
like a topic. Oh, we're talking about like food or something, and then we'll just go.
Yeah.
Because when we try to do it sounds too fake. Like, now, what was that's not us.
Speaking of this, Chanel, what do you think about it?
We don't feel like that's our dynamic.
No, we've given up on that. We're way more conversational.
I got a comment on YouTube from Mario Barrios's like interview, and the fucking comment was trash ass interviewer.
Oh,
And
why?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was because like when it comes to boxing, like
They're a
there's
hater.
they're like specific questions, like, and then you jump to the next one and you jump to the next one. Whereas this is more like conversational. Like that's my
But
whole
he's like
thing.
a celebrity.
Yeah,
So it
he's
was like an interview. You were
Yeah.
like talking, you were
Yeah.
just like hanging out with him.
But I think for us though, is like since we've known each other for so long, it's the conversational
Yeah.
type thing. Like, and he was cool with that too. Like
I'm sure it was refreshing too.
It
To
could
be
have been
like
just
more.
a hater of him, of Mario.
yeah. It just threw me off guard because I'm like, dude, do you know what podcasts are? Like, I mean, there are podcasts out there that are the interview type where it's just strictly questions.
What's his name?
Well, I have no
I'm gonna
idea.
go and be like,
I have no
do you
idea.
not watch this podcast? He interviews really well.
It's
And, like,
somewhere there. in the
And
comments.
I'm really into journalism. Like that's what I did in Southwest. I was like Dragon News. And so
Yeah.
when I see people do crappy interviews, I'm like, why didn't you like? That's like journalism 101. Why didn't you like
Yeah.
go this one? I think you do really well.
Yeah, she's good at the questions. I just do the banter.
Yeah.
The background banter. Like when we
Yeah,
have like guests on,
yeah. I'm the person with the guests.
she has the
I
questions.
I do the research. I have the questions. I get it here, and Jill chimes in.
And I just show up.
Be like, right, Janelle? Yeah.
Or no, she'll be like, "Did you listen to their song?" I'm like,
Janelle, we have this girl that's about to listen to her song, get the beats, so you have something to
Yeah.
talk about.
But I just forget. I have a busy life, okay? And I forget. And then
I'm busy too.
I have a job too.
I have a job too.
I'm a mother.
I'm a mother.
Has that grown over the podcasting thing? Like your interviewer skills or like
Oh,
podcasting
for sure.
skills?
Because our very first interview
It was bad.
I think it was Kelly, right? It was the very first one. Like I said, I haven't done it in a while because I used to do like Dragon News, and I just think I'm like amazing. And then it came, and I was like, fuck, I didn't prepare too much for this, and we were just kind of, and we. Like I said, when you first meet us, like, you know, we kind of bring you out of our shell a little bit. But like we've never met her. Like before we started doing like the Zoom meetings prior to kind of like get a feel, we just kind of went into it, and like it was awkward for like the first bit of it, you know, and that sucks because like that's where people are listening to, and then it starts to get more lively at the end.
And I
That
think
was
we were
totally
just
my
a lot.
yeah, and
And she was very like
she was so serious. It was my fault. I did not do the research,
super calm.
which I'm okay with seriousness, but like. She was so serious.
It took her a while to like
open
start-
up.
Yeah.
And that was on me because like I said, we weren't doing it to make sure she was comfortable. And then we started.
That's
getting into
the
it.
biggest thing that I learned with this is that not a lot of people can talk on camera. Or yeah, I mean myself too included. I couldn't talk on camera before, but I mean you just have to jump out of the shell.
Mhm.
But I started to like watch YouTube videos on communication skills, like
Oh,
just
nice.
to kind of like the biggest thing was making people comfortable whenever having a conversation. Like little trigger words will have like just something in their head that will bring them out
That's
of
why I
the
have a
shell.
lot of jobs.
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm such a good what is it called? Is it job interview? Job interview. That's a question, right? I don't know why it sounded odd. I'm going like I do really well with job interviews.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Because like I said, the trigger words, I listen to I like read the room. What are you into? What are you listening to? And I make it conversational.
Yeah.
So it's less of a job interview, and I like make it conversational. That's why I have a lot of jobs because of that reason. I have actually my resume is probably like
that's
long.
what I try to do too.
Yeah, I try to make it conversational. I control the interview because like if you do, then I'm just like, tell me a time.
Why are you here? Where'd you work?
Tell me a time where you disagreed.
But see, I've met a lot of people too that are not even like camera things. Like people have fear of going into interviews. I'm like, bro, if you have the experience, confidence, I mean, you should do very, very well. But I think it's communication skills. Like you're not really know how to actually talk to people.
You have to be personable.
Yeah,
You
that
don't
too.
like a robot. Like I did this, I did this, I did this.
Oh, you said you had some hot takes for us,
Oh yeah,
well,
get your sections out.
right? Sorry.
I'll get to them later. I'm not going to show you them.
Let me control your
I'm
podcast.
just kidding.
Next step.
I know I said it earlier, but I mean, you have a child, so for both of y'all too, because obviously you live together, so that your baby boy lives with you. So I mean, how's that been for you?
I feel like it's been I feel like it's been obviously an adjustment,
Yeah, for sure.
but I don't think it's changed, honestly.
It's definitely made us more lovable. You
Yeah.
know, it was
Yeah.
definitely he came at a perfect time, made everyone.
He was the glue that our family needed.
Yeah, definitely the glue that our family. Yeah, 100%, and it definitely made me more patient patient enough to think I can go to a daycare and realize I can't. Get onto that.
Yeah.
Daycares is just not it. They should get paid more.
100%.
But yeah, and like he definitely made me more patient, more like I said, I'm such like I'm always like a caring, lovable person, but he definitely made it more. So I love that little dude.
I know.
I'll be crying. Like,
I know.
Squish, I love you.
But like I've always had like a motherly instinct. I was always the mother of my friends, like my sisters. So with him, it just was so natural.
I think I was more mother.
No,
I
was too.
I think I'm more. I was the babysitter. Everyone
You were
always.
the oldest.
Everyone always said, "Kierra, you're the best with kids."
Anyway,
I mean, maybe you're friends. I was gonna say, I
me
have
too.
a mother
Me
instinct.
too. No. Anyways, I've always had like a motherly instinct. So like it was so like natural when I came with him.
Yeah.
But I don't really think it's changed.
No, he's just
No,
he's a brat.
he's made me more like understand feelings in a way.
He's a
because-
spoiled child.
He's a spoiled brat.
Very spoiled.
He's such a he's the only boy. My dad's first boy, because obviously he wanted sons
The
and he got all
first-
3 girls.
The first grandchild.
grandchild, yeah, and he's a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
But you know, he's spoiled with love.
Do you feel pressure to have kids? Because I mean, your younger sister.
I did at first, but now I'm glad I'm not, because I'm living there. 2 with 2 of them would be, and when it's like giving me,
But you wouldn't be living there when you have a kid. It's from like.
well, I might. I don't know.
Well, I'm
I'm just
gonna
kidding.
leave once I graduate school.
That's true.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely I'm glad. So I kind of got to see, because like all my friends had kids, but I was like my friends had kids. Like it's different. My sister, because like I love Londo, and it definitely made me want to wait a little bit, because it's nice to be like, well, sis,
Yeah.
bye,
like-
Squish.
But like being a mother's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not everybody's
can
meant
see
to be
that.
a parent. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But don't feel like pressure to have a kid because
Yeah, it's
you're
okay
old.
to not have kids.
There's nothing wrong
There was
with
a point where I didn't want him, just because I didn't want the responsibility. I'm just selfish. And that's
Yeah.
totally transparent. I'm just so selfish right now. Like
Yeah.
I could like love Londo, but for the rest of his life, you have to always think about him. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, so now it's, for a while I was like, no, I don't think I want to, because like I want to do what I want, go when I want. You know, if I like eating McDonald's every day, it's my own body. Like my child doesn't have to worry about it. But then the flip side, like you see Squish and you see him, it's like, oh, I want a little me.
And
I
he's
just
gonna
want to
make
skip.
me rich.
I
one
want to
day.
skip the phase. I want to skip the.
It's like, I only had him to make me rich. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. And not everybody needs to be a mom.
Yeah,
No, that's okay.
I feel that because I don't. I think if I were to have kids, it'd probably be like at 35. Some people think that's too old.
Well,
But
for men are
but you're a
different.
guy. Yeah.
So how is that different?
So you'd have to have it with somebody younger. Because
It's the body, like a
body of a
woman's
girl,
body's harder. Like there are women that have kids in their 30s and 40s and some even 50s, but like the complications that come with it
For
as
you
well.
and your baby is very dangerous.
So
Yeah.
this is new to me. So
Oh, you didn't know that?
no. Well, no. Yeah.
Because
I
everyone
don't
would
even-
always like females would always be like, oh, I have like a society pressure, like I have to have kids. But it's not also society, it's also like your body itself. Because like I said, the older you get, your organs are getting older, the
Okay.
room's getting older, you know, your baby. Because remember,
Well, because you could die at my age having a kid. But when you get older, it goes
the
like.
complications.
And especially if you're Black or Hispanic, it's way worse.
Yeah.
what are the complications? Like how could you?
Like, the baby could come out with more deformities when you're older.
And that's just with age.
Because
Because you have to also remember, women were having kids when they were 13, 12, and the lifespan was like 35. You have to remember that when you were like in the 1800s.
Oh, I was like, now?
No,
Shit.
God forbid.
No,
No,
I
but you
see,
have to
okay.
remember, so
Yeah.
like, you know, so the lifespan was
Yeah.
shorter. I'm not a historian. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a
We're not
doctor.
doctors.
This is our personal opinion.
But no,
Yeah.
it is.
But it's true. No, that's why a lot of
your
women feel
body to
that urge to
recover.
have kids, because it's like, oh, I'm getting 35. My internal clock is kicking. Because
That makes sense.
you know, that's why a lot of
And your
women
ener-
freeze their
yeah.
eggs though.
And your energy, when you're like 30, 35 or 40, waking up every 2 hours, your body can't bounce back like when you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
And like just
It's
when
just a
you
lot
get
of
in your
internal-
60s and they're in their teenage years, you don't have the energy to be
Yeah.
worried about them and all this stuff. But there's nothing wrong with having that. It's just it
It's
makes
just a lot more
things
complications.
so
like,
much harder.
because there's some women that have them in their 50s and they're doing the thing, but that's why a lot of women freeze their eggs.
50s?
Yeah, there's been not a lot of them, but there
Well,
have.
well, maybe my boyfriend, I don't know. Well, his mom had his little sister at 42, I think, 40 or 42, because they wanted a little girl. And
Jesus.
It's some women can, but that's why a lot of women do freeze their eggs now. So they're frozen in 27 for all of time until I'm ready to have a kid, you know? But yeah,
It's dangerous. Well, I'm done at 30. I'm not having any more kids after 30.
Yeah.
That's my personal internal clock.
I was supposed to have 3 kids by now.
Not
I have
me.
none.
No, I'm 30 is my...
I'm glad I don't. God
I'm
forbid.
done. But I do want to adopt a kid. So like my body, I'm done at 30. But after that, I'll adopt a kid.
Angelina Jolie.
No,
Love
not
that.
really.
Well, your baby boy is cute.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you.
some kids out there that are not cute.
He didn't start off.
No, he
as
wasn't a cute baby.
Yeah.
He definitely have grown
He's grown.
into his cuteness.
Because when he started getting chunky and his color started coming in, because he was like super pale when he came out. And then he started...
His features were like, he didn't grow into his body. That's what it was.
He had like a big ass head.
We're happy. We're happy.
And then his curls
We'll love
started
him no
to
matter
come
what.
in,
And
but again, being a mom is not for everybody. It's very, very hard.
it's hard, especially if you don't have the support. You're lucky
I'm lucky to have support.
you have support on both parties, you know. So it's like what Carissa feels like it.
Oh yeah, obviously the dad, of course, because some women don't even have
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like on both, like you have like a full support system,
Yeah.
which is you're really blessed.
But it's just
about.
like the hardest thing about being a mom is being a mom when you're not like mentally there. I'm not crying, I swear.
she's getting
Like,
emotional.
Like when I'm having like a really bad day,
Oh, I see what you mean.
or just
The mental state of
yeah, like
being a
I'm
mom.
just like
Yeah.
drained, I'm tired, and I'm like I have so much to do, and he's just like,
He's just there.
Yeah.
He's just
I'm
standing
like, it's
there.
not his fault that I'm feeling this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of just like turn it off. I'm like, okay, let's make dinner. Let's get it together. Even though like I just want to go in my room,
Yeah.
lay down. I was like, I can't.
But you also have to take care of yourself as well. Because
Yeah.
if mommy's not good, baby's not good. And a
Right.
lot of people forget that.
Yeah, there's times
I'm not
I'm
saying just to drop them off and be like, go,
Yeah.
but
out.
But there's a lot of moms that do that. Like
Yeah.
just that are still, I guess, in their party stage. They want to have
Yeah.
fucking fun when you have kids at home that,
Well, there's nothing wrong with going out and having fun.
yeah.
Like, let me put that out there, okay? Just 'cause
before
you're
you
a
see her
mom-
in the streets, like, bitch, why are you out here?
You see me with my
Why are you at
cousin?
Brass
Yeah.
Monkey right now?
Ew, never. Never again.
I like Brass Monkey.
And they're, I've been.
Actually,
Then
I
I was
been
like
there in a while.
19. Never gone when I was 20.
Yeah, I've been in a while.
I was like 19. But no, there's nothing wrong, but you have to make sure your kid is good first.
Yeah, of course.
Before you're just like, I'm out going to the club and he's like hungry. But like, I feel like there's just in any stage, if you're like 29 with no kids, but you're still partying, it's like,
Yeah.
get it together. Like, you go and party and have fun, but don't make that
Make sure your
like,
shit's taken care
your
of.
lifestyle still when you're like 30, 32. But there's nothing wrong with going and have a drink with your friends every now and then, going to the club, you know. But it's like, if you're a mom and you have this, and this, why can't you go out? But you're 29, no job, no career, no school, no nothing, but you're going out. What makes you better because you don't have a kid?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my life's more together than yours.
Preach.
And a lot of people, my life is way more
I'm
together than
actually
a lot
kind
of
of
people who don't got
loving
kids.
this raspy Janelle. You're preaching to the choir. We need to bring her
No,
back
but
more
it's
often.
the truth. It's like moms out there who have career, who make money, who have their own things, who have bank accounts for their
Yeah.
kids, have savings. Like my son probably has more savings in his account than half these kids who are partying, but they got no kids.
Yeah.
But you're spending all your paychecks at the club.
Yeah.
You have no investments. You have nothing. It's like just because you have a kid doesn't mean you're less of a person than someone who's not. Like I hate that stigma. And the people who talk the most about kids don't have any.
Hmm. That's why I can't talk about it because I don't know what it feels like. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, like, I used to get on my sister all the time. My second to oldest sister has 4 kids, and I used to get on her all the time about the shit she's supposed to be doing, but she have 4 kids. Like, what? I don't know what that feels
Yeah.
like, and I don't know
That's a
the mental state of having 4 kids at 25 years old. Like, that's
Oh
that's
my
tough.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really
She's
tough.
like still almost a kid herself.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, when it comes to like eating and the iPad, I'm just like, you don't have a kid, you don't understand. Especially
So-
I can imagine with 4, like trying to cook
Yeah,
like
she was
perfect little
definitely
meals.
against, like, don't give him the iPad, but now it's like, Londo.
No, I was never
Bevo.
against it. I was never against it. I was just like, as long as he knows, like, I want to play outside too, it's fine to have an iPad. But some kids like
Yeah.
just don't want to go outside at all. But he's always outside, so I'm like, it's okay.
Too much.
But when we're in public, I'm like, here's the iPad. Because he wants to like run and grab everything. And I'm like, no, sit in your chair. Here's the iPad.
Eat your mac and cheese.
Yeah, like food, I'm just like, as long as he's fed. And so I try to be like, oh, organic, homemade. But then I'm like, fuck that. Here's
chicken nuggets. Yeah, chicken nuggets.
Here's like, they're all organic. But I'm like, here's your fruit. Here's blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
over it.
But this conversation is cool. I always like y'all having on because if like I'll give you your flowers now instead of saving it to the end because y'all are probably, like I said, y'all are one of the most funniest people I've ever met, and the conversations y'all have on y'all's podcast is true. It's coming from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing with y'all is y'all should have a more bigger following than y'all have right now because of the just y'all are doing it. That's my whole thing. It's weird to say that coming from like another podcaster because it's just y'all are, yeah.
But you're not a hater.
Yeah. No, and I'm a full supporter.
Yeah.
Just because if y'all can make, like I'm saying, I'm not one of the toughest, but if y'all can make me laugh, then y'all can go like a lot farther than what I see on social media and different podcasts because. Y'all talk about real shit. Y'all talk about stuff that needs to be talked about. Some of the stuff y'all should keep in. I mean, if it's controversial.
I have been getting better at it. Janelle will be texting me like, why'd you keep that in? I'm like, I thought it was a funny banter between us. And she'll literally text me like, take this down right now.
No. I said, cut the part out where I say, take this out. She'll leave that. Like,
but it's funny because I like that genuine, like where it's like, oh my God, we should take that out of the podcast. Because I'm trying to think. When we film, it's harder to edit, film, and voice. Harder. If we're live, you can't do that. So, like, obviously, if you're saying something ugly, but I'm like, oh, we should cut this out.
Take out the part where I said, take this out.
But that's funny. I love them. Like, we should take this part out. We should take this part out.
Yes. But I know for a little bit, we were like, kind of discouraged. Like, our following wasn't going up. Yeah. But we just kind of came to the fact we're like, when it's our time, it's our time.
Yeah. And like I said, we also came to the fact that we're ourselves holding us back. Because, like, we could be, doing more with it. Like I said, I know we for sure have to start filming, but our family doesn't respect us, so we don't know where to film. Because we have space in our house. Like it's not like we don't have space. It's just we're not allowed to touch the stuff. Because we have this vision of our podcast is gonna be.
I know, and we made no moves towards it.
No, yeah, like we have this, we'll get there, y'all.
Yeah, but like our parents, like they don't understand.
No.
The vision we have. So they're just like, you're not putting that there.
Are they more traditional?
I was just about to say that. I think it's also the generation we move in. Because when we were, before YouTube was a thing, we wanted to start YouTube. Didn't want to start to YouTube. But my family didn't, not just my family, just that time too. They didn't see that as a career.
Worse, our little sister before she transitioned to who she is now, she was very, very good in front of the camera.
Yeah, she went to auditions.
Great
actress. It was such a great,
and like
she was our ticket.
Yeah, she was our ticket. And she got like everything. Our parents just didn't understand that realm. And they saw sports
easier
before that because they have to move, they have to pay people. And my parents are just like, we don't want to do all this and then like and not come from anything or like you meet the wrong because Hollywood's very ugly. So they didn't want to be. My dad's crazy. So like, he was like, I don't want to meet the wrong person because things are gonna get bad and blah 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 all this stuff, which I see. But we were like. They had to make those sacrifices. And we lived right there in like LA, basically. Yeah, before like TikTok, before it was huge. Like we could have got our foot through the door before everything. Social media even existed. And our parents just like did not see it. And like
they're coming slowly because of the rise of social media, the rise of influencers. They're just too slow. We're just like
Vanessa literally went to audition and got picked. It was like, but we have to do all these other things. And the director like, literally went to her and was like, I like you. I want you in this realm. I believe in you, blah, blah. And our parents just did not see it or like understand or like it was a scam or kind of.
Y'all lived in California?
Yeah.
Yeah, before Texas.
Lived in Oceanside.
Yeah, we lived like, it was right between San Diego and LA.
How long did y'all live there?
2 years?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Yeah, we should have stayed, Dad.
I know
that's a whole other situation.
He moved us here.
What grade did y'all? Or how
I was at 8th grade, so when I came to Texas, I was going to be a freshman. And
I was going into 6th grade.
Yeah, so we were still young enough.
But y'all still know, like y'all are comprehending what's going on. Like
y'all knew about stuff. Look, I knew I was supposed to be a star since I was born. I'm not gonna lie. I just know I'm not to be cocky or anything. I just know I'm meant for this type. I like performing. I like making people laugh. I like making people feel good. Like it's not a people pleaser. But it's like I enjoy that feeling. Like when people are like, wow, that was so fun, that made me feel good. I love that kind of stuff because that's my thing is people. Really.
Yeah, her and Clarissa, I think, are more in front of the camera and more like the personality where I'm just kind of there.
The supporting character.
Yeah, I'm the supporting character.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Everybody loved the supporting character. Everyone likes Robin. Robin has his name's in the title.
No one's like, I want to be Robin for Halloween. Everybody wants to be Batman.
I'm just saying, but like Robin is there.
But I feel like that's what it makes us work.
Yeah.
Because like we don't like overshine each other, but we can like compliment each other really well. And like, I mean, if I need to get in front of the camera, I will.
That's the thing I've noticed too is like y'all know
our place.
Yeah, y'all know y'all's place. Like y'all just, I don't know, it's weird. Like I personally don't have what y'all have with my brother. And me and my brother are pretty close. But I just, it's not there. And I don't know if it's maybe because
we were forced though.
Yeah, we didn't live together for, I mean, like 6-7 years. Yeah, there's just, it was different. And I noticed that, like, y'all know when to, like, if y'all talking over each other. Like, I've noticed, like,
we worked on that.
Yeah. Someone shuts up and then someone talks. Like, those little things I've noticed, and that's just the chemistry between y'all. So it's
we
little
were also
things
like
that.
really forced to be friends because our parents were really strict growing up, so we can't really like.
Yeah, I think we
hang
talked
out
about
with other
that.
people,
So we were always grounded. So
that too.
we had to play with each other.
Yeah.
We had to be close and I'm also happy like our age, the timing of our ages too. Like I'm only 3 years. Yeah. Like I'm 5 from my youngest sister, but 3 from you and you're 2 from her. So we are like in that
No, we're
perfect.
like 1.5.
Yeah, like we're like perfect though. Like you know what I mean? Like we're that perfect.
And then we moved a lot.
Yeah.
So we couldn't really make friends because we weren't going to see them.
Did you ever go overseas?
Yeah. My youngest sister was born in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was born in Japan.
So y'all lived in Japan?
She legally could have been
Japanese
when she turned 18, but she didn't want to.
Too much paperwork.
We're like, why would you do that?
She was born on American soil, so I don't know why.
But she still had, like, it was like some weird like.
But we were young. We were.
Do y'all
young.
remember stuff?
I remember a lot of it. I think I was in like kindergarten, maybe pre-K kindergarten.
Yeah,
I remember a
there
lot.
for a little bit.
Yeah, I went to school there on base, but we did have like a Japanese class.
Yeah.
So like I remember a lot of Japan and
That's pretty cool.
that type of.
I remember the plane rides.
Yeah, because we had to play in the cargo planes, the green planes, the military planes.
Wait, why?
Yeah, we had to fly. We were like on the side. Like we have a photo of us, I believe. Yeah.
Have you seen like Suicide Squad?
No way.
Yeah.
Why
I don't know why we were. Oh, I know why.
You're about to skydive?
Right? Get his car seat.
I know.
Down there. I think my dad got promoted or something happened behind the scenes that we were able to take that flight with the Marine shipping. It's really weird. I don't know. We had Oreos.
There was a lot of families there too. It was like a thing.
Oh, okay. So it just wasn't y'all and the rest was the rest was
the bomb squad.
That's what I'm envisioning, like just y'all and
I know,
everybody else.
it is like the families were on the side.
It was the plane that like goes down.
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah.
But we were just like on the side. My mom was trying to like hold all 3 of us. Because that's a picture. It's really cute. But I remember like just being like dark and loud and headphones, and it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Nice time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that about y'all. That has that like being in a military family. How has that been for y'all? Because I mean, obviously it's been pretty strict, and y'all came out cool.
We're great.
Yeah, y'all came out cool.
I love it. I know a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about, but I loved the military dependent life. Like we got it. I don't know if also my dad never got deployed, so that also probably helped.
Because he did like one time when we were little.
Yeah, but we didn't remember. Like so our whole entire life of him being in the military, I would say 17 years, because 3 before us, he never deployed. Yeah. You know, we always had him. He was always at every school function.
No, he deployed before we were born.
Yeah,
so we got lucky with that.
Yeah, exactly. So it was. I loved it. Like we moved a lot. We were travel junkies, so like we were blessed enough to know to go all kinds of places for that. But
that's why my mom wanted to marry somebody in the military. She said when she was a kid, I want to marry someone in the military so I could travel for free.
She got her wish.
I know my mom's a good manifestor, a prayer.
She prays.
Yeah, and she really does get everything that she does pray for.
Yeah, it helped us because, like I said, get us out of our shell.
Military life.
Yeah, it was so fun, and I always felt safe because like I felt someone was following me in the car. They couldn't get on base, so we would always be like, "Is that car following us?" And then we get to the gate, we're like,
it really like also taught us not attachments.
Yeah, we don't attach.
Okay.
So we easy to detach like from friends,
Yeah.
people real fast, and
Places.
then it also helped us like be people because we had to always make new friends. I personally suck at that. I always made friends through sports.
Yeah, she made friends in
I was
sports.
always like,
I make friends
talking.
literally. I just made a friend at what was I talking? Oh, the gas station. Old man with the ice cube cone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I talk to. It's probably a bad thing, but like I talk to everybody. Like it's like I make so many.
Like once
people.
you talk to me, I could talk to you, but like I'll never be like, hey.
Yeah, like you
Ever,
won't
like,
approach
you
it.
make me cringe.
No, I'm always just like, hey, I'm the one you hate.
Yeah.
I'm the creep you don't like.
Talk to me. She's the one that's talking. But
it works because then I could talk the awkwardness.
Do you like what is your dad's, I guess, occupation when he was in the military? Like, did he have like a?
He did he was a warrant officer. He was a drill instructor, warrant officer, and then he did something with finance. But like my dad's also really good. He's a good. That's probably. I think that's where I get my finessing from, or my people skills. Like my dad's really good.
He kept moving up really fast.
He promoted really quickly. Like he was. He always was at the. And he also did his job. Like he was like good at what he did. Yeah. And so he ended up being a warrant officer 3 with finance officer. So he did something with money. But like, it was. I think that's all I did. That's all.
So then you also got to choose where you wanted to live.
Yeah, so you got to choose a lot because he ranked up to officer really fast.
Yeah.
So obviously, the higher rank, the more choices, the better stuff you get, the better housing, the pick leaves or your stuff. It's really nice. So we were just really blessed with that. Like I can't say anything negative about it. I feel bad for people that had a negative experience because we had such a fun in our bubble there. Like the military was a bubble. Like our grocery, the movies, our friends, the sports we played, Christmas stuff. Like it was just so lovely.
Yeah, it was a good experience. But a lot of people hate the military.
Yeah.
And that was our whole life. So I've never been like, fuck the military. I'm just like.
I mean, there are some stuff they should change.
Yeah, there's
obviously.
awful things with the military.
On the flip side.
Yeah. But I just see it as without them, none of us would be here.
Yeah.
To this day, who knows? So it's like, just respect it. You don't have to agree with it, but I feel like just respect it because without them, you would even have the option to have respect or not them.
I think people forget that we live in America or other countries, they don't even have militaries or they don't even have the type of things that whenever you're born you get. And I think people sometimes forget that. Yeah. I was watching a TikTok and basically he was saying that our whole thing was like, there's people that have problems in the United States, but those are not real problems when you go to like third world countries. And it's just, you got to put it in perspective that you're born in America. There's so much privilege that comes with being born in America.
We have the privilege enough to be annoyed with our own government. Yeah. That's the privilege in itself. Like we can be like, ew, I hate Democrat, I hate Republican, I hate everything. The fact that we can openly say, I hate our government.
The
people
opinion.
Really we can have an opinion on it.
Without getting killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why that whole, I'm not to get too political, but the whole Colin Kaepernick thing was very like on the fence because to me, I was like, if you're kneeling for the right reasons, it's okay to kneel. If you're standing for the right reasons, it's okay to stand. Because Colin Kaepernick never said, fuck America, fuck the cops, fuck police. He never said that. Yeah. It was the black community who wanted to say that. And that made him look bad. That was what made him be all bad. All he wanted to do was bring attention to the topic, which he did. So me, I'm just like, if you're kneeling because you understand the topic, you understand that's fine. If you're kneeling to say fuck the cops, I think it's wrong. Yeah. And if you're standing because you're racist, obviously that's wrong. But like to me, like you're standing because you're like showing the little amount of appreciation to the people who chose to sacrifice for you to even have the option to kneel or stand. Because in another country, you would literally get shot. You would die. In a heartbeat. So it's like, if you're stand, because it's like, yeah, I get the choice to stand. Yeah. So it's like, at least respect it a little bit. Yeah. But it's like, fuck the cops, fuck all that. It's just like stupid to me. It's like, because who are you going to call when your kid gets kidnapped? Yeah. Your homie? Yeah. No, you're going to call the cops. So it's like, don't say fuck the cops and then use them. You know what I mean? Like, but I get why it's scary too. Yeah. Because there's bad cops, you know? But
beautifully said, sis.
Thank you. I just be aware. Cops are not all good.
There's not good and bad of everything. There's bad chefs that can poison you. You know, there's bad car mechanics that mess up your brakes.
There's bad pilots that can crash.
You know, like there's good and bad everybody. So
yeah, I just respect everybody's views. That's how I see it.
Unless it's not mine. Unless you don't agree with mine, then no.
Then fuck off. I don't respect any racist. Period. Yeah, I don't care what you do.
All right, I got some hot shot questions.
Let's do it.
You ready? You can't read them though.
Oh, I can't read it.
There you go. Close my eyes.
What's the worst advice you've ever received?
Oh, on freshman year of high school,
That was quick.
Damn, yeah,
this
specific
is I
too.
like, use this because it's so bad, but it's like my only option. He said if you did my Spanish or whatever teacher, he said if you don't know the answer, go A, B, C, D, hit it, and whatever hurts the most, choose that answer. And
What?
no, like it was a freshman year coach, of course, and he was like, if you don't know the answer, just go A, B, C, D. Hit your hand. Whatever hurts the most, just choose that answer. And it has not worked for me once, but I still do it, you know. And that's a bad advice that sticks with me that I still do.
Hilarious. Yeah. You don't have to say it, but
No, to be honest, I don't know. Because I feel like if I was given bad advice, I would know it's bad advice. There's not one thing.
Boring.
I know.
Boring.
that's kind of true though.
There's not one thing in my mind where I was like, why did I listen to that?
Yeah.
I've never, because I would be like, that's stupid.
Boring. Next question.
I'm sorry.
You could have been like, oh, like something funny. I don't know. Next.
I can't think of anything.
Next.
Yeah.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
The best, I would say, is
Follow your heart. Just kidding.
no, it's kind of on the lines of it. I feel like the best advice I've always seen is to just always be yourself. But like go in with everything with a positive intention.
Okay.
Like have pure intentions always.
My best advice that I actually still live by and I try to preach is like, if you want to see kind in the world, be kind in the world. So I always try to be positive, optimistic, because like me being ugly, because you're ugly, it's not going to be pretty. So if I want kind in the world, be kind.
I have another one. Hold on.
No, there was only one question. Okay,
well,
my next one. I was kidding. Go ahead.
It's, I guess it's a quote.
Oh my God.
What's the quote?
It is, but like I literally live by this.
Oh my God. Pain is weakness leaving the
Yes!
What is it?
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
It's a Marine
Okay.
quote.
That is something I literally live by because it's physical pain,
Mm-hmm.
it's emotional, and what's the other one? Mental pain.
It's your quote, bitch.
Because that's all painful. But like, no, that has got me through like my surgeries, my birth, like my horrible times like I've been through. I've just always been like, it's my weakness. Like I'm not gonna be.
You're getting stronger as you go on.
Yeah, like I'm not. This is like making me less weak, and like it helps me. It really helps me. Like, and I gave birth. Okay, so it helped me give birth, and I'm like, okay, I'm strong. I did have a great birth.
I was watching TikToks. I don't know how I came about this. Having birth looks fucking insane. Like,
It's-
just
I'm
this is so
scared
off
of it.
topic. Yeah, this,
No,
it
I'm
looks
scared
crazy.
of birth, but this bitch made it look so easy that it made me kind of like, oh, it's actually that good. No, because one, you have a high pain tolerance too,
do.
and I cry at a paper cut, so I'm very scared about that. And then, but when I saw her do it, like she made it look so easy, but then I don't know if it's because like you have a pain tolerance, but birth doesn't scare me itself. It's like the
Your
after
body.
it, like
Yeah.
the body of it,
Yeah.
like postpartum depression, like all that stuff freaks me out. That's what makes it more.
Yeah, I had a really smooth pregnancy.
Yeah, it was
So
lovely.
then I feel like the birth just kind of helps, like just all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have a high pain tolerance.
Yeah, you do have like I it's actually
It
embarrassing.
was very quick. It was just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, with my luck, it's not.
Did you get any like
Epidural?
I did.
yeah, epidural?
But I was in birth technically for almost 48 hours.
Fuck, that's a long time.
But I didn't know I was in birth because I thought they were just cramps. I'm a dumbass. I didn't realize that's contractions.
Wait,
like-
so that just
Well, technically, cramps are contractions. You know that, yeah.
But like when you're about to give birth, it's
Like it's starting to dilate.
yeah. And it gets like even worse. But I have such a high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was giving birth.
She's starting to
until
dilate.
I went to the doctor and she was like, I think you're in labor. So I had to like stay there. I was not prepared at all because I was like, I had 1 more week. And then I went for like a regular doctor's and she's like, no, you're gonna have your baby today or tomorrow. I was like, oh.
fuck.
I was like freaking out because I was
I was very upset because he joined the February class.
I wanted him to be born.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be in
Yes.
March. Now there's 3 of us.
So I could play March Madness.
Oh.
Because he was supposed to be born on March 1st. So I was gonna like blast March Madness in the hospital.
So what's his birthday?
February 22nd.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, because we have the same birthday, right? February 9th?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say right now. All right. What is something in the world that you can change that everybody has to follow? One thing.
World peace. No, I'm just
Racism.
kidding.
Racism?
Or like isms. Like
No, I know what you mean. Like that.
Isms.
transphobic,
Yeah.
religion, race, like all
Isms.
those.
I know what you mean.
All those isms or obics.
I don't know what that is.
Like
Like
transphobic,
Oh,
fatphobic.
obics. Okay.
It's not phobias. No, obics.
No,
I thought it was
they're
phobias.
not as scared of them. Phobias are fears.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's true.
I didn't go to college, so I would have to. I think that'd be kind of, I guess, similar to world peace. Like, get rid of like hatred in the world, because I feel like all that stems from like a hatred of some sort.
But to be devil's advocate, do you feel like with
It's my question.
do you feel like with hate it makes things happen?
Yeah,
Like if we were all on one page, all the world.
I
like,
do,
nothing
I
would get
do,
done in a
because
way.
people, like, all that stuff stems from some kind of ugliness, hatred inside of you. Like, you aren't gayphobic. Is that the word?
Homophobic.
Homophobic.
Cancelled.
There I go. There I go. I'm sorry, Jen. This episode's canceled. Wait, that's not your name, Jen. It's Gilbert.
No, I mean,
always
but that's
call you
fine.
Jen.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's G.
It's G.
I've had someone call me Jim before. Like someone introduced me as Jen, and I was just like,
I always say Jen.
Yeah, she always says G.
I always
But
say
it's all
Jen.
good.
But
People call me
I do
that.
think it stems from some type of hatred. You know, like people like go kill women because they hate that they got raped or something. Something happened internally. Like, I guess hatred and uglyism. I would change that.
Yeah.
Maybe the aliens will come hang out with us more.
all right, last one. Biggest influence. It can be anybody. It can be
Kim
whatever.
Kardashian.
Honestly, my mother.
Totally opposite.
Okay, I guess business wise, business
Okay,
realm, it
business.
would be Kim Kardashian.
I like that.
I guess life wise.
I would say, I don't know why. This came to my mind weirdly. I was gonna say Tyler Perry
I like that though. I mean,
because
I
came
fuck
from
with
nothing.
Medea.
because he was
Love Medea.
I love Medea.
well, not like I don't really like his stuff, but him because he was like obviously poor and was literally homeless and was writing the plays in his car and being homeless instead of just like, fuck yeah, I'm homeless. I don't have time to write. Like I'm thinking about how I can get my life together. He still sat and was like, I'm gonna finish this play.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the plays or have you
Gonna
seen the
buy it.
movies?
I've actually seen the plays.
Plays are so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, like-
I would skip the songs in the plays. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
they do
lie.
have a lot of songs.
They have a lot of songs.
But just saying that to like
Where he is today.
he could, like I said, he could have just gave up and been like, I need to get a job, work on my life, so I'm not homeless. But he sat and still lived in his car until somebody bought his play, and now he's a billionaire who like owns his own town.
Yeah, I saw that
basically.
recently.
So it's like crazy how you can literally be homeless.
I think
and, like,
it's so funny how I said Kim Kardashian, who did no when she has struggles, but like not like Tyler. Perry.
real struggles
She didn't have like real life struggles. Her struggles came
after.
after.
Yeah.
You
Divorce struggles.
But she could have been like a nobody. People
what
don't
I'm saying,
respect Kim
so-
Kardashian as much as they should, honestly.
People
Yeah.
what?
Don't respect her as much
Oh,
as
yeah,
she
of
should.
so
course.
frustrating because all
Yeah.
I see is like
The sex tape.
But the thing is, like, people
Yeah.
forget she turned such a negative, especially during that time. As I'm a pop culture connoisseur, sex tape during that time was a big no. The fact that she turned that
But it
terrible
wasn't.
and
It was
negative-
just so stupid to me. People say that because it was Ray J and the other dude who sold it. Like she just was having sex with her boyfriend.
yeah, exactly. But I'm just
What's
saying
wrong
how
with
it
that?
turned this negative into $1 billion positive, like
That's
billion
huge, yeah.
dollars.
But
It's
she
like
could have
huge.
just been a stylist.
she could have
just
her real. The thing is, like, this reality
lived
show
off
could
the
have gone
reality
nowhere.
show. Yeah, they could have just lived off the family name
Yeah.
and became a billionaire.
People need to respect that family knows money. That family knows how to make money. They know how to turn things into money.
You should have said Kris Jenner.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh,
I was
I
gonna say that. Shout out
love-
to Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner's. If I could meet somebody, it would be Kris.
I would want to hear her business advice.
I would love.
because she literally took
see her in a
like
little
6
blazer.
untalented
Yeah.
kids and made them all millionaires and 2 billionaires.
Well, Rob,
I'll tell you this: there's people that that don't have my number, and you text me earlier.
I know.
That don't have my number and that are just acquaintances. So I mean,
True.
y'all can literally anything. If you need advice, if you need if you want to come down here and shoot some stuff, this is totally off topic. Y'all can just come down here and shoot
I
some
actually had
stuff.
a question because we were.
End podcast first.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
podcast.
sorry.
GINN podcast episode 60. Shout out to Do You Sis podcast. Link in the description. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I appreciate you. Till next time, people.